Hi everyone and welcome to Drugstore Better Than High End. This is part 10 of this series. So if you haven't seen any of the videos that came prior to this one, there is a Drugstore Better Than High End playlist that you can watch every single one of these, and I'll list it at the end of this video. So all of these products are affordable, and in my opinion, they are just as good as or better than their high-end luxury counterparts. So we're going to get straight on with this video today. If you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new content every single week. I would love it if at some point in this video, if you are finding it helpful, please consider coming and joining the Pampered Wolf Pack by clicking on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Let's jump straight into the first product. If you've been a regular to my channel for quite some time, you'll know how much I adore the Pat McGrath IntensifEYES Artistry wand. This is such a unique product. It's clear. You can either apply it directly to the eyelid or you can apply it to your finger and then pat it on your eyelid. This really makes any sort of pigment, whether that be eyeshadow pigment, eyeshadow glitter, really stick to this product. It intensifies the pigment so you get a much more vibrant shade on the lid, and it does not budge all day, so no creasing whatsoever. I never thought I would find anything to rival this at all, and I have, and it's affordable. It's from REVLON. This is the Lock Grip eyeshadow primer, and it is unreal. Again, this is clear. So unlike the Pat McGrath Artistry wand, this is not in stick form. This is actually in liquid form. It's a liquid that dries down incredibly quickly on the eyelid, but just like the Artistry wand, it's incredibly smoothing. So if you have crepey lids, this may become your next best friend. It is so smooth, so lightweight, and has the same effect. So this will make your shadow really adhere to the product and make it more vivid and vibrant. I have some on the back of my arm that I've already applied a swatch of the same shade from the That's Taupe palette from Colourpop, and you will notice that one of these is a lot more vibrant and noticeable than the other. So the one that is more vibrant and slightly deeper in shade is the one that has the Lock Grip primer underneath. The one on the right doesn't have any primer at all underneath it and is much more subtle. So if you're after that extra pop of colour, if you really want this to make your eyeshadow work for you, highly recommend this. It is so good. If you're after an eyeshadow base but you've got really oily eyelids and you don't want that extra kick of vibrancy from your shadows, I definitely recommend this next product. Once again, it's from REVLON. It's the ultimate eye base. This comes in lots of different shades, so there should be a shade that suits your skin tone. Whether you want to brighten that area to make your shadows a little punchier, whether you want to deepen that area if you're using a deeper shade so that that deeper shade really does stand out, they will have a shade for you. So the reason I say this is for anybody with oilier eyelids is I would not recommend this to anybody with dryness on their eyelids, because I had a little bit of dryness on my eyelids one of the days that I tested this out, and this really clung to that dryness and made it more noticeable. So I definitely wouldn't recommend this if you have any sort of textured dryness on the eyelid at all, because if you have a little bit of dryness, you will definitely notice it once you've got this product on. So this is really only for those people that have normal to oilier skin, and it's a goodie. I prepped my skin on one of the days with a little bit of oil and a moisturizer, and this worked a treat. It did not budge all day, it did not crease, and it really worked to keep my eyeshadow in place and also covered up any of the discoloration on my lids, which obviously the Lock Grip primer wouldn't do because this is a clear product. So if you're after something to cover up discoloration and to keep your eyeshadow intact, this one. If you have oily eyelids, not recommended for dryness. A couple of weeks ago, I was lucky enough to get my hands on a couple of shades of the Revlon Superlustrous Cream lipsticks. These are sold out absolutely everywhere for good reason. They're not new, they've been around for a while, but I think all of a sudden somebody must have mentioned them on TikTok and now you can't get them for love nor money. They are so, so beautiful and very, very flattering on even a dry lip. So I have a couple of shades. The one on the top is 003 in Glossed Up Rose and 019 underneath in Dewy Peach. These are a wash of pigment on the lip, so there's nothing over dramatic about these, but they are really hydrating. They are a balm formula. They just feel really hydrating, smoothing, nourishing, and they don't last for that long, but they last for a decent amount of time for a balm consistency product. I think the shade that went viral was something like Glazed Honey. It's a slightly deeper shade than these two and is supposed to suit absolutely everybody. I have yet to find a product that says it's supposed to suit everybody, actually suit everybody, but these two are really beautiful. They glide on, there is no patchiness. It's just so, so flattering. Definitely recommend them, and they are definitely better than some of the high-end products of this similar formula that I've tried. Charlotte Tilbury rings a bell. Just saying. Let's move on to a primer. I am not huge on primers. Recently, I've tried out a lot of primers. There are some that I just do not see the point of at all. They do nothing for my skin, and there are others that have taken me by surprise. This is one of those products. This is from L'Oreal Paris and it's the Prime Lab 24-hour Pore Minimizer. So this has 1% AHA, LHA and BHA complex. This is supposed to blur the pores and I can definitely say it blurred my pores. It created a very smooth canvas but nothing heavy or thick or suffocating like some primers can be. You don't need a lot of this. Just pop it on the areas that you think you need it, or you can pop it all over the skin. Don't pop it around the delicate eye area. I definitely wouldn't recommend that. It definitely blurred my pores and really smoothed everything out. Sits beautifully under foundation and just really, really worked for me. And over time, because of the AHA, LHA and BHA complex, this is supposed to resurface the skin. So if you are using any harsh acid exfoliators, just be careful with this. Although it doesn't have very high quantities of acid exfoliator in here, it exists, so you don't want to be doubly exfoliating and irritating your skin. This does have a fragrance within the formula, so be warned. I think it's quite a strong one. Maybe it's just the type of fragrance that it is. Because it's quite a floral fragrance, I do find floral fragrances a little bit overpowering, so maybe it's just me, but if you are sensitive to fragrances, this one won't be for you, which is a shame because it is a really good primer. Let's move on to another lipstick, and I say that quite flippantly. This is not just another lipstick. This is a superb lipstick. I have no idea how they've managed to come up with this formula and then charge this price for it, because this is a seriously affordable product and the formula is just outstanding. It is head and shoulders above a lot of luxury lipsticks that I've tried, and I have tried a lot. These are from e.l.f. and they are the O Face Satin lipsticks. If you have not tried these yet, you are missing a trick. You need to go and swatch one immediately. You will be super, super impressed. They not only look just beautiful on the lips, but they also last an incredibly long amount of time as well. I have one of them on today. It's a little bit deceiving because I do have a bit of gloss over the top, so I'll take that off and reapply these in a second. Let me show you the swatches of the shades that I have. The pigmentation of these lipsticks with just one swipe of the bullet is just unbelievable. I mean, they are so super pigmented and they glide on so smoothly, no patchiness whatsoever. So from top to bottom, we have the shade Hustle, No Doubt, and Dirty Talk. And to top it off, if the formula wasn't good enough, which it totally is, you get a bullet lipstick and the packaging is magnetic. So even if you have it in your handbag, it just clicks back in place, even if you put it on in the wrong direction. It's just so well thought out. I am super excited about these. They're just magnificent. I think they're my new favourite satin lipstick, and I've just tried out a brand new Dior lipstick, and these, I think, are better. Shh, don't tell anyone. Another product that I'm loving at the moment, and you would never know that this was affordable, is the All Clean Balm in the Mandarin scent from Heimish? Not quite sure how to pronounce that. I guess it doesn't matter. The formula of this is epic. It is just stunning. I've used quite a bit out of this product already. It usually sits on the side of my bath. It doesn't feel overly oily, and yet it wipes away even waterproof mascara for me, which is a real result. And I love the scent. I know a lot of people don't like scented skincare. I like to have scented skincare in the form of my cleansers just because it's a put-on wash-off product. So if you are sensitive to any sort of fragrance and you want to dabble in some sort of fragrance skincare, a cleanser is the way to do it. It smells so fresh and gets my skin so clean. So I love it. I just think it's just a beautiful product and affordable to boot. So I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but I just think a lot of affordable brands rush the process of product development, and because of that they don't put it through multiple steps of testing, and when their products go to launch, they flop a little bit because they just don't seem like they should be the finished article. They're lacking something. Well, that does not count for e.l.f. because this next product is from them. And if e.l.f. is listening, your product developers deserve a raise because they are killing it at the moment. This is another outstanding, amazing, unbelievably good product. These are their colour correctors, and these come in lots of different shades. So you've got a green one to counteract redness, you've got a blue one to counteract orange undertones. So if you have a concealer or a foundation that's slightly too warm on you, add a little bit of the blue and that will neutralise that orange pigmentation. I have no idea why I did not buy that because that happens to me all the time. They have a yellow one to brighten, and they also have a peach one to counteract any sort of bluey, purpley undertones underneath the eyes for under eye circles. These work, and the formula is beautiful. It's lightweight, it's creamy, it's got a generic applicator, which I actually really like, nothing fancy. It's got some movement in there as well, so if you want to press on a little bit harder to get more product, you definitely can do that. And the product itself is just so super smooth and extremely wearable. This isn't drying on my under eyes at all. It blends out really beautifully. You can be precise with this and just get it in the area of darkness underneath your eye. I'm super impressed. Really, really impressed. I'm just blown away by e.l.f. at the moment. Gold star. And finally, I want to talk about a mascara, and it surprised me that more people aren't shouting from the rooftops about this mascara because I just think it is so beautiful. I have it on today, and even though it's not a waterproof mascara, one, I don't find this transfers on me even when I'm swelteringly hot like I am at the moment. No transfer whatsoever, but also, even though it's not waterproof, I tend to think it holds a curl. It doesn't hold the full curl, it does sort of drop a tiny bit, but not fully like a lot of other mascaras that aren't waterproof that I have in my drawer. Some of the high-end mascaras that I have, even the ones that state they curl the lashes, don't hold a curl. So this one, super, super good, and it is seriously black, makes my lashes incredibly fluttery, keeps everything separated, but also adds volume. And on day 3, oh my goodness, this thickens to the consistency that is just perfection for my lashes. Can't speak highly enough about this. It's from Physicians Formula and it's the Diamond Mascara. I love this. I also love the applicator. The applicator is a more plastic silicone type applicator. It is curved and it has so many little very fine bristles. It really does hug every single individual lash. So the bristles are slightly longer at some points to really get into those hard to reach areas, and even though you can see that there are a few clumps of the mascara on the wand dotted around everywhere, that does not clump up my lashes at all. Actually, it makes it a little better so I can get the product on a little bit quicker and be out the door. I just really, really like this. I just think it is superior to a lot of other high-end mascaras that I have in my drawer. Lovely, lovely product. So you get 8.5 mils of product, or 0.28 fluid ounces within the tube, which is way more than my Victoria Beckham Future Lash Mascara, but slightly less than my Lancome Mr. Big Mascara. It's a great price point though, and if you are after an affordable mascara, I would definitely recommend this one. If you're after those super black, fluttery lashes with a bit of volume to add a bit of a kick. So that's it for this video. I really hope you found it helpful. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any similar videos in the future. I have linked the Drugstore Better Than High End playlist over here for you. If you've missed any of those previous videos, just click on that link and it will take you straight through to the playlist. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.